Hello, Stoic here. This is a video of more gameplay from Second Front, and in this one I wanted to show you the feature of the workshop. So one of the great features of this game is you can create your map, create a scenario, which is basically putting your forces on the map you made, and upload the scenario to Steam Workshop. And then anyone who has this game can click Workshop and download scenarios which other people have created. We've now got 3 pages of them. So there's the second page, third pages. If you want Battle of Ypres, wanted to download that, you click that plus. Well, let's do that. 100%. There we are. So I can click that, and I can now play that. I can now play that scenario. So I want to pick one of these. Some of the scenarios are inspired by films, and this one is Steinerman, inspired by a Stanley Kubrick film of Cross of Iron from the 70s, I think. So I haven't played this through. I've downloaded it, but let's give it a go. Let's try that out. So in October 43, so in the retreat from the Kuban bridgehead, Sergeant Steiner is seriously injured and his men decide to take him to the nearest hospital. The problem is, it is in the hands of the Russians. So this is a scene from the film that this person wanted to recreate. Here we are, a little larger than other scenarios I've done. So what have we got? Got our forces here. We've got a few enemy Russian forces here, and this is what the designer has created as the hospital. If I press the tab key, you can see there's a broken leader in the top floor, and then down the bottom there is, I suppose, what's supposed to be representing the people in the hospital. And it's a victory point scenario. We've got 8 turns to capture it, and hopefully a doctor will treat our wounded Steiner. They've got a few reinforcements. Turn 5, 1 squad turns up. Turn 5, one squad turns up. And one thing to bear in mind is that these have got a range of 4, so these have got submachine guns. So they haven't got rifles, so if you're 5 hexes away, these can't do anything to you. So that's something to pay attention to. And here, these are concealed. We don't know what they are. It's probably an officer and a squad and a squad and a squad. So we've got to push up the road 8 turns and capture that. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 veteran squads. And on turn 4, Steiner turns up. So this is the wounded man. We've got to get to the hospital. And it shows one of the features this game has. You can give your officers names. So here we are, we've renamed that in the scenario. It's on turn 4. So these troops got to push forward and clear the way to the hospital. So we've got 2 officers with sort of a silver star, and 1 Kruger with a golden star, and these are the ones that can, well, if they're with your unit, they can give you give a bonus or a boost to your fighting and defense, and also rally. So these can rally. So what have we got to do? Line of sight. What can this first one see? So if we push into here, this will see us. Right. So we've got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 squads, and they've got 1. So let's try a technique of trying to get these to fire at us and reveal themselves, and then we can use other squads to advance up to them. So let's try that. We're going to push him. Going to push him into walk to here. Walk to here. Cool. So they have fired. They broke our troops, not good. I mean, but they'll retreat and recover. So it's gone yellow, so they're fired once. So let's try the same with this one. Forward, forward. Okay, they have they've reacted, they fired at us second time, they missed, shows miss, so it was 23%, 19%, and they've gone red. So they can't fire, so this is our move and fire. Next is their fire phase, and they can't fire anymore at us here or here. So we can be quite, as long as nobody else can see us, and there might be some hidden units in here, we don't know. Let's be brave. So this is a technique that we can use to get up close and personal. So let's fire. Miss. How did we miss? 40%, 46%. Okay. What should we do with these? Now I can sweep through this way, or I can push through here. Let's stick together. That's 29%, and we missed. This is lucky. Okay. Let's just move that forward one. So as you can see, all our units are, apart from this one, oh, they can fire. Good. So these red underlines means that we've done everything we can do in our phase. This one was yellow, so it's this one. So it can. There's a low chance of fire, and it malfunctioned. Never mind. So click next phase. Fire phase. There's no number here, so they can't fire. This one can't fire because it fired at us since when we were approaching. Advanced phase. Now, this poor guy. What have we got? 3 veteran, 2 veteran. Well, let's just move in. And again, it's showing us the chance of ambush. If you succeed in getting ambush, then the other side can't attack you. So it's very likely we're going to win that. Let's push this forward to here, this forward to here. That might rally. And that is advanced phase, so I can press enter, which is an alternative to clicking that button. Here we are, close combat, killed in action. So 97%. We got more. We got less than 97%, and they got less than 28%. So there we are. That's an effective way of clearing up squads one at a time, and they've conveniently left their squads in one at a time. So all right, we saw just then. Oh, so it's their move and fire phase. We saw information about them trying to rally. What are they doing? Fire phase. So this here is a crew, so it can man a gun or a vehicle. Now there aren't any guns or vehicles, I think, in here, so this is just sort of a padding, as if it was a patient in the hospital. These have moved to there, these to move to there. So as you can see, question marks on these units, they're concealed. That means they're difficult for us to fire at, and if they can get to us in a concealed state and close combat us, then they are effective. If they fire at us or they're going to open, we see what they are. And by the look of it, all ours, except for this one here, that's fired. What did it fire? Not sure. So most of ours are concealed as well. Fire phase, no number. We can't see anything to fire at. It's their advanced phase. What are they going to do? Okay. End of the turn. So our LMG failed to be repaired. They rallied and failed some rallies. It's now turn 2, so this has gone down to 70. So we've got 7 turns to capture it. Still both hidden. Now this squad has moved to here. You know, I'm using the F tool, which is the line of sight tool. Is up here, and they have moved forward so they can see our squads. So if I click on that, I could fire at it, but because they're concealed, it's going to be poor chances of firing. So we'll try and ignore those. So let's push forward to this one. We've got 7 turns. We're not in a rush. We've got time. This is the one that's, well, what have we got in here? 3 squads. We've got an LMG and a medium machine gun. And this button here means dismantle, which means I want to move a bit faster, so I'm going to take it off the tripod and make it into, can you see it's like a light machine gun, or I can deploy the tripod and it becomes a medium machine gun. In fact, an HMG is one of these just on a tripod rather than a bipod, so that's something we can do. Let's see, so pressing F, so the wood's here and here, so it's probably a squad and a officer. We could still move up to here, so let's try the technique again. Let's try this one. I'm going to walk you there. I'm going to walk you there. Right, they fired. Let's try the one with the LMG. So this has got a star. So, but I'm going to keep it back because we're just doing the trigger fire. There we are, effective fire. They got, that was quite 12% they needed, and they got it, so they were lucky. So they can't fire anymore. So what can we get to him? We could get a veteran. We can get this squad and Kruger. Can we get these to them? Not sure. We can get those to them, but they're running. Well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. 3. That means we can fire at them. What else can we get to them? Walk. Should have run. Never mind. Walk. Looks like we can only get 1 squad, but let's get. We are running this, but okay. So if I run it to there, I'll be able to move into close combat. But running squads in close combat are not effective. So I'm going to be slightly cautious and walk to there. Yep, same with that one. So I need to think about that, or at least preserve that. Have a defense against that. So let's move that. Move that there. Can they move? No, they can't. They can't move anymore. So I could fire at them. 20%, 28%. Broke the officer. That'll be helpful in the close combat. Anything else that these can fire? These can fire. These can't fire at anything. So, okay. So no more yellows. Over to them. Well, the officer decided to surrender or give up. So close combat 52. I mean, I'm going for it because we've got more than them, and we're on a time. Advanced phase. Let's move those to there. Those to there. Got a veteran squad. Let's move that to there for this one. That's it. Press enter. Close combat. So we might lose both. We might. Sometimes the close combat doesn't resolve itself. We were lucky. We were lucky. So the Russian unit was killed in action. LMGs are still trying to mend that gun, but they do have rifles as well. Move and fire. What are they doing? Pulling back. Pulling back. Doesn't. Some people have recovered in the hospital. They're moving out. Fire phase. Nothing of ours can see any of theirs. So Russian advance. Pushing forwards. Crew. End of turn. Recovery. Rallied, failed, LMG failed again. So move and fire. So we're turn 3, so we've got 6 turns left to capture. Let's have a look at this game. I like to get nice and low and just have a look at what it's like at ground level. Where are they? Got some tent options here. We can deploy those as when we build this scenario. And here's the hospital. Let's just press the tab key. See inside. Tab key. The roof goes. See the stairs there. So move and fire phase. What have we got? This crew, I think, have got very minimal. As you can see, top right, it's got range of 4 and only 1 sort of star. So they're quite ineffective, but they are keen. This is still hidden. 6 turns. So what can this see here? Press the F key. Yeah, it's a good position because they can see all our units. There's only 1 of them. Can they see us approaching here? They can't, can they? So walk. Yeah, let's walk there. Walk there. So I went through the dark area, so these can't see that. They can see them, but that's fine. Yeah. What else do I want? I think I'll try to draw the fire of that and push some up the road. They're still concealed. That's annoying. But they're, maybe I should have retained this concealment on this as well. There's one there as well, so I can get to there without being seen. I may get fired at, but I'm taking that risk. Ah, broken. Let's try to get them to fire at me, and then we will. There, they have good shots, 21%. So they're red. So we know what we're doing now, don't we? Saying hello. So I've now got 2 squads and my golden star. So this is firing all of them. Kill, broken, and weaken. Gosh. So what's happened? It's gone to a half squad. So it's gone to sort of a no full squads have white crosses, but here we've got a grey cross, so it's half squad. We got rid of half of the guys. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for them, they're broken. I mean, they're going to run away, and they've gone to green as well. Most of their squads we can't see. So they were regular, but now they're green, so they're even less effective. So that was good. This one here, what do we got? Veteran broken. Let's push those up. Push those there. Bit of a risk. Ooh. Reload. So every gun has a reload chance. You can see 17%, so that we on the virtual dice we rolled very low. Leave this here so they can rally. Move that one. Okay, that's it. Any more? They're all red. They're all red, apart from these which are going to rally, hopefully. So press enter. Fire phase. They've got one unit that can fire, which is their squad, which is not very powerful. Escape phase. Okay. Advance. Do I advance to them? I think so, because we're out on the road there, and advance those forward. This squad's quite weak now. Let's just get into the action. These still haven't rallied yet. I'm not going to advance them. Recovery. Well, that was lucky. Bottom left it shows 2 German rallied and 2 Russian failed to rally. So their crew tried to fire at us ineffectively. They're pulling back. This one down didn't rally down here, so it's still out of the action. Fire phase. Broken. Killed in action. He was very brave, but foolhardy. Escape. Nothing to escape. Russian advance. Okay. So hopefully this is demonstrating the techniques of making the enemy fire at you and then moving up close to it. New reinforcements. And let's click the victory goal. 2.5. So we've got to capture one location, which is hospital, and we have enough. We outnumber them by enough. So that's that. We got a green victory tick. What have we got? Dietz, Steiner, veteran. So here's the wounded officer from the film. Now let's go and see him. It's in there somewhere. Now, thinking about it, they will be safer staying together. But in terms of the game, this is the bloke that can rally himself. These can't make him rally. This can't make him rally. So we're going to leave him on his own. I know that's a bit weird, but that's what we're going to do. Stay there and recover yourself. Right. Got this green down here. But we've got some, what's it, turn 5. We've still got one more turn before these come in. So let's push forward. They can fire there. Okay, now let's stay back a bit. There's no hurry. That's still hidden from them. They're gonna come and get Steiner. I think we're all right. I think we're safe. Let's run. These are rallied. Let's push in there. There's nothing there. These are rallied. I don't want to run them. Let's push them there. Steiner, recover. Okay. They're all in the hospital, so nothing to fire at. Their fire phase, they can't fire at us. Escape phase, nothing's broken. Advance phase. Yeah, that one there's. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Press enter. End of turn. A couple of things rallied. Move and fire. Fire phase. There's no number here, so nothing to fire. We could have fired that, but it fired automatically in their movement phase, so that's fine. We couldn't fire again. Look, he's recovered. Stein is recovered. Cool. So, let's run him forward before we forget about it. So let's crawl forward. We're still concealed, you can see. They have fired. So if we fire at them, then we'll lose our concealment. But I think that's acceptable because we greatly outnumber them. So we've lost the concealment. Let's crawl forward. Crawl forward. This is the... So there... Oh, we do see them from there. Okay, so let me turn it round a bit. Yeah, so that is the edge of the wood, isn't it? So let's crawl forward. Can we see them? No, we can't. But if they push into there, then, like this one, push this forward so it could fire. We are preparing for them to... They're going to come here, so let's be slightly safe with this squad. And again, we couldn't run them there because they had run last term, so they've got this icon. Stein has moved. Move and fire. That's not a bad place. I think we'll keep... No, going to keep it there, able to fire on that and answer this. Those can't fire. Nope. Okay. Their fire phase, they can't fire. This squad here is not rallied. It's a green half squad, so it's not very likely. Nope, I don't want to advance into the open. Okay. Reinforcements arrive, but we still outnumber them greatly. They're being a bit cautious. Fire phase 3, so 3 of our units can fire. So we were on the edge of the wood. Yep, we can repeat this again. Low chances, but oh, they're both broken. Our MMG reloaded. Oh, they're not doing very well in there. Fire phase routed. Russian advance. Very brave. Crawling forward. They haven't. These have still got their concealment. And turn. Are they going to rally? Failed to rally. Okay. Move and fire. How long we got? 3 turns. So we've got to get in there. You know, our plan is to push across the open, but this is going to have something to say about it, so we've got to try and counter that. Let's crawl in there. It's a risk. They're going to fire at us. They're pinned, but we can still fire back at reduced fire. They've gone to yellow, so they've only got one more fire left. And I think the second fire can only be at short range, so go for it. Okay, let's clear down to bottom floor. All the units, well, sorry, none of the units have got an orange border, so none of them are up here in the top. They're all on the ground. So I push forward. They fired back at us. You see, it's gone yellow. Let's refire back. We've got a lot of firepower. Broken 2. Don't think it's worth running into there because running in close combat's not good. If I go here, I can advance in my advance turn. Can't. That was a bit lucky. I didn't check that line of sight, but they're too far back. This one, I'm going there. Are they going to fire? Nope. Nope, nothing else. What about this one here? Well, that's broken, so it's not worth firing at that. Let's try and... Nope. Steiner, where are you? This one's still broken. I think we've got that covered, haven't we? So let's protect Steiner. Anything else to move? They're all... no, we're good. Fire phase, they can't fire it. There's nothing to fire at us, because this one fired at that. They're routing to the back of the hospital. Escape, advance phase. Now, I'm taking that. I'm going in there. I am going there. Come forward. You're pinned so they can't. Oh, did I misclick that? Yes, I did. Forward. Okay, advance. That's enough. Close combat. Killed in action. Again, we were... Oh. Yeah. With this game, you've got to make the odds work in your favour. Yeah, sometimes I get a very lucky shot, but you've got to work the percentages to make things good for you. Okay, they've still got some fight left in them. I'm pleased we protected him, because they've recovered. I mean, we totally outnumber them, so fire phase. So broken leader and wounded. You can see broken crew. Oh, we broke them. They broke us. Nothing else to fire. They escape. And as you can see, as routing enemy escape, we automatically fires at them. We've captured the hospital. This green squad is being very brave. End of turn. That's probably victory. Yes. There we are. So the Russian hospital kindly treated Steiner. We stayed by his side to make sure everyone was nice and those who weren't gone. Now we have to go back to our lines with a leader. So that's an example scenario that somebody created on their own PC or in computer, uploaded it to the workshop, we downloaded it and played it, and that list I'm sure will grow over the weeks and months. I mean, yeah. I hope that was useful. I also included some tips in there of how to effectively advance, especially when you greatly outnumber the enemy in one area. Okay, enjoy the game. I hope that was helpful. Thanks.